Hello dear friends, viewers and trolls who's gonna be vlogged. Today is November 30th 2020. Happy year for all of us. And it's a sunny day. It's really nice weather here. Just beautiful area, and it's reasonably quiet. I just cleaned the beer cans and cigarette fags from this area, so it's nice. So yeah, it's been a while. I hope that you guys are doing good. I think I would be lying if I said that I'm doing good. I'm not. There have been some issues lately with health. I'm not gonna go into details, but there are some issues. And of course, issues with the energy draining from this sometimes invisible but many times quite visible matrix. So, I've been thinking lately about psychopaths and narcissists, and well, I respect them more now than I did before, because now I realize the same thing I was realizing before, just a different magnitude. So let's say that this stone is actually a narcissist. So this narcissist is three things simultaneously. It is obviously a stone, so it's a physical object. So in case of a human being, narcissist is number two, is biological being. Has a human DNA, looks very human, all of it, feet, hands, head, human. So obviously biological entity. That biological entity has also another element, that's element number three, that's the socioeconomic part. It has the thing, it has its ID, passport, bank account, first, second, Bitcoin account, shares, property. It exists as a sociological and economical being, meaning, you know what, it exists in the real environment. And number one, the most important thing, this thing is just a vessel for reptilian entities and entity to work through. They're using it as a vessel to extract energy, and the only way how to do it is to establish the control. That's why they typically have upper hand, and they use them to they use, of course, fear and intimidation. That explains why that psychopath from the high school who was bullying you is now your boss, and he's still bullying you even better. So by observing psychopath or narcissist, I'm not observing anymore a human being, just a number two, or a human being which has some power and some influence of money over me. Yes, boss. Yes, ma'am. Verbal salad, verbal salad. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see it first and foremost as physical vessel for the demonic being, which is always draining energy. Once you put things in perspective and see it as it is, many things gonna start happen. First of all, you're just gonna, and you have to be mindful of this, because they're gonna play different games. You see, devil, what it is in essence, is very intelligent and very creative. I never said that they are stupid, because they're not. When it's on autopilot, it's stupid. It's shallow, of course, but when it's moved by the entity, it's scary and efficient. So you can move from one of these entities, but you're never gonna move from their matrix, because these vessels are everywhere. I'm not even talking about reptiles, Illuminati. I'm talking about psychopaths. I'm talking about that final level of massive surveillance through these beings, because they are like subspecies, cluster B types of personality disorders. They're like subspecies in the human flock, if you wish. So what I wanted to say, typical games, let's say corporative setting, and you have you yourself, and you have in this case a female narcissist, It's a defeat in 4 steps. Fifth is even the most dangerous one. She will attack you verbally, start assaulting you. If you stand firm, she's gonna be victim now. Victim. When she's going into that and that specific tone, men immediately react. This is the female in general, but especially female psychopath narcissist, the ultimate secret weapon. That vibration of whining. And then comes step number three, or step number three, when men and women are coming to her aid because she pressed that button. And now comes four, when they attack you in a group. Of course, it's a smear campaign with some time, right? Reprogramming, and fourth, again, attack, and then you're out. And because everything is ideologically, the only in a court of law, when facts are lined out, then you might win. There are two stories which are now in my mind. I'll be very now clear. One is from one guy from Ireland. I'm not gonna name his name. We used to be friends. We lost contact. His female boss was launching mobbing on him, and company paid him some certain sum. I think about 20,000 euros. I'm not sure. It was blurred information. I read it in an email with some time ago. So 10 or 20. And she kept the job. Of course, he left the company. So company will stand behind her, even when a court. It was proven in a court that she was doing mobbing. Let that sink in. Imagine reverse tables, if you can. Now, it's impossible, right? Only in the media, not in reality. In reality, this is what's going on. And another example. Oh, there was another one. So, and then there is step number 5. If all of that is not working, and it will work, because if it's needed, company will pay for it. The fifth step, if like guy is really connected and he can defend himself, and like, let's say somebody way and beyond of the caliber of the people who are typically watching this channel, but possible that somebody stumbles, but not gonna stay here, not our class. Stable upper middle class, upper class, even possible. So no, that kind of guy defends that because he has a contact with the people. He has a power base. Step number 5. According British government, 75% of people spending their time in jails, in British jails, for rape and sexual assault are innocent. She has more or less Pareto's principle: 80% of chances to win. Falsely accuse you and win. In company, absolutely nothing is needed. Her word, that's it. Talking about court of law, when you have some chance, if you have money. So 80%, and 20%, if she fails, she's not even gonna get slip on the wrist. It's okay. False accusation, perfectly fine. For female psychopath, this is 100%. Do you understand me? This is 100% power given by the system to launch attack. However you wrap it up in your English language, this is something what if they can, they use. So imagine all of that. How much power is being given to the female psychopaths, which used to be, I guess, power even before of male and female psychopaths. So just that level of human interaction, just the psychopaths. I'm not even talking about the masters, about the Illuminati. Those who reptilian beings who change their appearance in the third dimension into reptilian beings, program since childhood and through the generations, and then they can also work through them directly as entities. And then you have real reptiles. But these are minority in the game, but they're in the game. This is the game. So now what the fuck is the game if it's multidimensional? Where the fuck do we live? In what kind of hell do we live if we live from incarnation to incarnation to be tortured in this shithole? Which looks nice on superficial level, because on superficial level everything is nice. Dubrovnik, cruisers, King's Landing, Game of Thrones. Beautiful, lots of tourists, and then people go missing, especially beautiful girls. Everything points to the local bouncers slash certain clubs slash local police. Silence. Because that leads me to another topic, and this is gonna be topic for the next topic is the morality, and morality in the sense of I'm gonna be working on that because I need some even basic graphics with a pen, but stuff like how human interactions work, something like I've seen in my mind is schematics when I'm dealing with the people. It's it's not what you know, it's who do you know. So it doesn't matter what really happened, and it simply matters who has the power and who's connected with whom, and that trickles into the whole society. When I was explaining the backstabbing and a smearing culture, it is a little bit talk, but if you know this material, you will understand what I'm saying. This is how human mind is working, and this is why nothing ever changes. That's the thing. And so yeah, these are some of my thoughts lately. I just gonna share them with you, and you leave me your messages below. And oh yeah, I have a good news. There is a little bit of dark humor in that good news. um, Denise, thank you very much for donating $200. That closed the whole circuit. I inherited my last father's pension, 500 euros, 3,700 kuna, and then I bought with Denise generous donation. I bought Lenovo i3, 4,400 kuna, 500 gigabyte hard disk, 8 megabyte RAM. It's an original Windows 10. It's working fine for me. It's a new system. I'm trying to figure out some many things in advanced part of how to unlock my Seagate hard disk, which I've been using for like 8 years now. It can be recognized and stuff like that. But I'm very happy with Lenovo. It works. It works very nice, and it's a fast computer for such a old processor, and But this was the only thing I could actually purchase. Um, so yeah, I'm happy with that. It's just insanely good to have a computer back, and kind of normal window to the world I can interact with, because iPad is a really cool thing, but it's limiting when it comes to these you know typical PC work. So now I'm back to Windows, but this Windows is good one because it's origigi, as we say. So um, yeah, um, I wish could say more things, but I'm just gonna stop with this, and I promise more updates, but in maybe you know we'll speak more.